Hello and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren and today I'm going to be reacting to Jameskii. I'll be reacting to the video I bought the worst car ever made. I know that Jameskii is a creator that has been suggested several times, and I'm excited to see exactly what they have to offer. I want to know, number one, what the worst car ever made even is, and number two, why would you buy it? Are you going to make it better? Or are you just gonna like blow it up or something? I don't know. There are so many options, so I'm excited to find out where we're going with this. Make sure that if you like this video, you let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, and then also you can help us out by subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We are getting close, and I really hope that in a few months I won't have to be making this particular plea any longer. I mean, I will still want people to subscribe, but hopefully we'll be at 100K. So anyway, thank you for suggesting Jameskii. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is gonna go. And without any further ado, let's begin.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, I think the cooling is not working. Anymore, at least.
I just bought the worst car in the world. This car is so bad that the country that made it doesn't even exist anymore. There's no correlation, by the way, but I think it's just a funny fact. So how bad can this car actually be? It's bad. It's really, really bad. But is it as bad as everyone says? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
In this video, I'm going to drive this car on a regular road together with my friends, as well as share my plans for it. For context, this car is called Yugo, but as I like to say, you go, but the car stays. This was the cheapest car in the US history, starting at
Oh my god, that's really good. You go, but the car stays. There was a car that they did, like the Nova, which I remember like learning about, and in Spanish-speaking countries, no one bought this car because Nova in Spanish means no go, essentially. Like, yeah, you're not gonna go anywhere with this car. So it is kind of, I appreciate the little jokes like that, the Yugo. I wonder, okay, I'm trying to okay, so Yugoslavia was the country that made the car and they called it the Yugo. I wonder, like, what's the base meaning of that then, or did they literally just take the first couple letters of the country of origin and say that's the name of the car? There's been worse ways of naming cars, so I wouldn't be mad about it.
just under $4,000, which is about 10K in modern money. Imagine buying a brand new car with a warranty for just about 10K. Well, you can probably imagine why did it cost so little.
They had to cut corners everywhere. Side mirror? No need. Glove box? Have a glove shelf instead. Need a spare wheel? Let's just toss it in the engine bay, why not? Radio? Tune it yourself.
How is this real, dude? This is just wires. It came like this. I'm afraid of touching it.
AC? Just open the window. Manually.
Oh my god, it's actually much harder than I thought it would be.
Well, it also has seat belts, but they're kind of for decoration. But hey, at least it came with a rear window defrost.
When did he say that this car was made? I mean, it was pre-2005, obviously. But like, I do like, I mean, the first car that like I grew up in had manual like windows too. That's not so uncommon, but the rest of it seems a little, and like again the seatbelts too. Like the seatbelts were not super common until what, the 80s. Like it took a while for seatbelts to become a thing, and that was in America. So it's like, other countries maybe not. Like I do know that there was like a lot of cars that like, or the 60s, 70s, I don't know. It was way later than it should have been for seatbelts. Like for everyone to have to wear a seatbelt.
So you can keep your hands warm when you push it during winter. You can't make this stuff up. This is a real car that was sold to real people. So when I saw this car pop up on an auction and they mentioned that they fixed all the engine stuff, I knew I had to buy it. What I didn't expect, however, is how many people will try to get this car by the end of the auction. I ended up fighting against a bunch of other psychos who were bidding thousands of dollars on this thing, and this became one of the most spoken about auctions in the past 10 years. Needless to say, as you can see right here, I won the auction, and the price I paid is $9,001. And to be fully honest with you, considering the importance of this car, its condition and its rarity, I think I overpaid about $9,000. But hey, the seller mentioned that he filled the gas tank to the full, so it pretty much doubled the value of this car. Wait, is it not locked at all? Oh my, there's something sticky on it. I can't screw it back in. So how did I manage to afford this car?
That is the wild, like, it's just like a little gear stuck to the side of the car. That is a funky gas tank.
Didn't. Especially since I skipped on a sponsor on this video, I've been doing this at a massive loss. But here's the cool thing, I made 15 designs for my new merchandise, and you can get it now for a limited time. Here's one of them, by the way. At first it's gonna be only free designs, and then, if you guys like them, maybe I'll release more merchandise. So please consider grabbing one for yourself or your car enthusiast friends. That way you can get something cool for yourself and also make this project possible. So thank you so much for supporting me. Now, on the day of the delivery, something very interesting happened. The guy who is delivering the car failed 4 times before he could get this car in the garage because it just kept stalling. And this is the GDL model. L probably stands for limited or luxury, but I like to think of it as it stands for L, because that's exactly what I took that night when I realized how messed up this car is. Half of the electronics didn't work, the transmission was busted, and a bunch of other stuff. So I just went to bed to check it out next day. And on the next day, I discovered how badly messed up the engine bay was, as well as the interior. It kind of looked like somebody left this car in the worst street of San Francisco for about a week, just abandoned there. I think it's easier to count the amount of things that actually work in this car than the amount of things that don't, so the entire listing about fixing the car was a bit of a lie. My favorite part was when they mentioned that they rebuilt the carburetor and it fell apart the moment I touched it, but I fixed it now, sort of. Since the transmission was busted,
I mean, it still seems like it's falling apart as he's touching it. I know nothing about cars, like at all. The closest I ever got to like learning anything about cars is that if your car, maybe I shouldn't say this on the YouTubes. I was told by, and I wouldn't condone this, and I certainly never ever did it, as the YouTube will forever hold and record for posterity. I never did this. I would never. Somebody years ago informed me that if your car has failed an emissions test because, say, your catalytic converter is terrible and needs to be replaced, but it costs like $700 to replace it, but really the only thing that it's doing is making you fail your emissions test, is you can go to a mechanic who will take a little thing and use that computer to like reset a couple of fun numbers for you, and then you just have to drive it around for a few miles, and then your car, the check engine light will go off, and also your car will pass the emissions test. I obviously have no idea if this is actually true or not, because I would never. My car was fine always, so there's that. But that's all I know about cars. The end of that story.
it was a bit tricky to fix it, since I didn't have parts for it. So how on earth do you get parts for the car from the country that doesn't even exist anymore? From an official store, of course. This is a real website, and that's how you actually buy parts for...
Oh my god, it is so 2007. That's terrible. 2005, maybe? I feel like this is what the internet looked like in 2005. It's been a long time, but I was like, in that early 2000s, maybe not as late as 2007, but like 2000, like I feel like, oh no. Also like that, like, that flashing sort of, I think it's a flashing, like a flash animation. God, early 2000s, yeah, like, whoa.
For this car. It's incredible. So I fixed most of the stuff of the car and decided to take it for a spin, or rather crawl, with my roommate Fundy. It went pretty well, and he really liked that idea.
We're not doing it. Think of the possibilities. There's a lot of red lights. Fair enough. It's told. Oh.
Why is it accelerating when I'm holding clutch?
Yeah, that's worrying. I'm moving backwards slightly.
Are we? It's shaking out of it.
I know.
It's shaking out of it. I think we're the first one.
This is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. It's getting somewhere.
Yeah, because we're going downhill right now. The speedometer is like shaking like this, so I don't know if I'm going 10 or if I'm going 14.
It's so awful. But something is wrong with 2.
I don't think we have a second gear at all.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's very hard to estimate, seeing that thing wiggle all around.
It's a Schrodinger's clutch. Well, the car's running.
Oh, it's doing more than running.
Crawling.
So I had to fix the shifter because it wouldn't grab some of the gears, and once I did that, we took it out for the second time.
All right, here we go again.
That's a new sound.
That is a new sound. Okay.
It's up and running.
I noticed that there's no window here, by the way.
Alright, time to go on the highway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Are you actually?
Yeah.
I swear to God, James. I swear to God.
This is like a freaking kidnapping. Like what he has just done to his friend here. It's like, we're going on the no, yes, no, yes. And for whatever reason, that kind of exchange does always make me laugh, especially when it seems to happen organically like this.
I'm pushing all the way.
We're going. We're actually going a normal pace right now.
Speed limit too. I think we're going speed limit.
It's not that much downhill this time. Shaking a little bit. It's making some noises.
Why is it struggle of accelerating so much?
I don't know.
I release the brake while holding clutch, then I start pressing the gas while slowly releasing, clutch.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, and it's like...
Well,
it's something else.
this is a whole different level.
Yeah.
Like, you can learn stick for 20 years, and this is new.
I think it's safe to go to the second gear.
Yeah, I would definitely be in second gear by now.
Maybe not.
Maybe not second gear.
Maybe.
See, that is the sound that our car started making when, oh God, a very important part of it broke, and now it's been, God, how many years? So many. Like 15 years. But there was like I was driving, and I was on the highway, and like it started making that noise. And I was like I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I was on my permit. And my parents are like, go faster, go fast. I'm like, I can't physically go faster. Anytime if I try and make this car go over 40, it starts making that noise. So like, I mean, I pulled over, and then like the car just never started again. But like, I don't remember what it was that broke. It was something important. I remembered catalytic converter earlier, but like this, I don't know. But like that's the noise it made, and that noise like lives in my nightmares. That was so scary to like have the car start making that sound and then not be able to move on the middle of a highway was the worst.
Wow, look at that walking speed we're going.
Whoa!
I didn't like the sound of that.
I didn't like any of the sounds. Oh, it's good sound.
We're in the second gear, we're going uphill. No way.
Oh my God, we are!
Highway time.
These are a lot of cars, James.
It's fine.
There's a lot of cars here.
I'll be safe, don't worry. Safety is mine. First and second and third name.
Yeah, that's why you bought a Yugo.
Maybe fourth.
I love my airbag, by the way.
We stalled.
We stalled.
A bit of context. I know how to drive manual cars. It's just that this Yugo had two issues. First one being that the second gear was still messed up, and it was more than just a shifter. And the second issue is that this car isn't powerful enough to go up the tiniest slopes, and the engine always responds differently to the amount of gas I would give to it.
There's people coming, James.
Yeah, it keeps stalling. We're at the incline, that's the problem. I don't think we have enough power to go up this tiny micro incline. It's so small.
Oh my God, it's the smallest incline and the Yugo's struggling. I like that you put the little blinker on. You should just actually have that permanently on.
Are they flexing on us?
That's the sound we need.
I feel personally attacked right now. It has a battery warning.
Ignore it. It's a Christmas light. Ignore that. That's just the sound that happens. We're good. It's actually going good. Oh man, it's getting a little bit cold.
We're almost out of fuel, by the way. But it goes up and down.
It takes in cassettes, James. It takes cassettes.
Do you have any?
No, I don't have any. Yo! We got radio, baby!
Can you put it back in?
Oh my God, what did you do? Oh God, you broke it and now we can't turn it off.
So, what does this belong to?
I don't know. It's got one! It's got one headlight! We're all terrified.
Oh, I'm not scared.
Scared now?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's not starting at all.
Stalling your car at the intersection and not being able to start it up builds a lot of character, but not as much as trying to fix that Yugo for the third time.
Do you like my racing shoes?
Oh.
Twist the window a little bit. It's a...
I also liked the guy's sweatshirt that says "One day we'll all be skeletons." I feel like I need that in my life.
It's up right now. Can you turn the window down?
This is a dent.
All right, that's it. Oh, it's a dent.
Yeah, it's a
okay,
dent.
That's a dent. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Why are your wipers on?
It was raining last time, right? I could twist the entire thing with my wiper. Okay, it's running. It's showing a battery.
Yeah,
and,
it's showing all the.
It disappeared.
It disappeared. Is that one gonna disappear? No. Oh yeah!
Ah.
No issues. No issues.
No issues. Why are we going forward instead of backwards?
We're not.
We are. We literally are. I'm in reverse.
Are we too heavy?
It's shaking out of the first. See, okay, look at this. Look at this. It's in the first. Boom. Somewhere in between the first and the third.
I see your point.
It's just smearing it all over.
Turn this shit off.
What is that?
Did they, like, is there a dolphin in there? Like, what is happening?
What is that sound?
I don't know.
Why am I hearing so much air coming from the right? Is the window closed?
Oh, this is working.
Oh my god, the AC is actually working.
Yo! You want the engine to at least last a year?
I'll be lucky if it lasts a week.
Are you in first gear?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks
I
so
hope so.
neutral to me.
Yeah, I know. It's generally impossible to tell, neither by feel, neither by looking at it. But hey, the AC is working.
Yeah. Well,
Not anymore.
it's working when we go fast.
I think it's just a vent.
You think it's just the air because we're going so fast it just comes through?
It is.
If you get this, I'm surprised.
I don't know what any of these mean.
This is how you unlock a Skyrim door. So like put it all the way to the left and I'll let go.
It looks like
it's in
it's in
the
neutral.
center.
And this is how close it is to neutral. You put in the first, it's like, whoop. Like,
What?
how safe are you feeling on a scale 1 to 10?
0.
Incorrect answer, I said 1 to 10. So, how much? Not answering is not a valid option.
1.
At least it's on 0.
Alright. Let's try again. We're getting honked at.
You just overtake us from the left. Did you see that? You just took us from the left.
You first?
So, yeah, I believe I'm in the first. The thing is, every time you ask, I'm like, it's not, I am in the first gear, or I think I'm in the first gear. I hope I'm in the first gear.
Do you need a title?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mine is sturdier. Some safer. Oh, this light is not working. What?
Did they get pulled over? Is that what that was? They got pulled over because their car is broken.
Is this?
Be
grateful you have.
Wait, do you have a better one?
Be
Oh
grateful
my
you
God.
have something.
I have nothing.
What are you gonna have? What is this?
What is that?
Brakes. This car has brakes.
Okay. Oh, it broke.
Car behind us. The contrast between the two.
Oh my
I was
God.
told.
Nice car!
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, I know.
It's uphill. It's the worst.
Man, wouldn't we like to be in that? You wanna race him out?
Yeah. He's just trying to get a head start.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. Wait, freeway? I'm not taking freeway. Anything but the freeway.
Rotate left here.
What do you mean rotate left? You mean turn left?
The time estimate has not only stayed the same, it's increased. It was 8 minutes 5 minutes ago, now it's 9.
I just realized the speedometer is not working. Thank you.
Do you guys like the car? Oh yeah. It's good, right?
It isn't.
And you know what happened next? The
It isn't.
engine became no more as we were filming the intro to the video. Minutes after we took this awesome picture. I got this project car for entertainment purposes, and I took a massive financial hit because of that. But if I made you, your friends, or your family smile, then that's what truly matters. After I rebuild the engine, I plan to modify this vehicle. But to make it all possible, I need your support. Make sure to clip, screenshot, and re-upload absolutely anything from this and future videos about Yugo. And make sure to share it on big social media like TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, and maybe even YouTube Shorts. If more people know about this project, we're more likely to get sponsors and additional support, which will result in better content and making this possible in the first place. There's a couple of news articles about this car already, so if you're a journalist, feel free to write about it. And if you're a big brand, hit me up. I also made all this merchandise so we can financially recover from this. It will only be available for a week or two, so we can start shipping this stuff as soon as possible. So click the link down below and get some merch for yourself, your friends, and your family. Make sure to share your opinions and ideas in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe.
All right. That was fantastic. Let's see here. This video came out 4 days ago. So, y'all, I want to watch part 2. So that means we need to help him out, all right? Share this video. Go buy his merch. I don't have merch, so go buy his merch and tell him that Chicago Reacts told you to buy it and that we want part 2. I enjoyed that one quite a lot, actually. I'm gonna have to see some more Jameskii videos, I think. So thank you for suggesting that. I'm sorry, I don't know who suggested it, but I enjoyed it quite a lot, so I'm glad you did. Yeah, so thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll go and watch his video, give him some extra views, without my nonsense, blabbering all around it. Maybe, share the video, and then also if you're going to help him out, you could help us out too. Become a subscriber or even a patron. You get some extra content, you get stuff early, you can participate in polls and help decide what we're going to watch next. All sorts of fun stuff if you become a patron. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.